All right, part two. Finish with the Joe Biden's State of the Union speech. He didn't tell you what the State of the Union is. The Union is shattered, okay? But there's going to be buying and selling. There's going to be also opportunity. There's going to be building them houses. But you have to be wise enough to be able to navigate. Some people are not going to be able to do it. Some people are going to be fleeing into the mountains. You understand? But I want you to be encouraged. If you are here after this Psalms 83 war, Ezekiel 38, if you're here after this war, the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the just. Just think about this. You will be able to travel freely as much as you can. It's going to take time, right? Because you're going to have to rebuild the resources. You're going to have to get you a horse. You're going to have to find you a donkey. And man is going to be scarce on earth. You understand? God said he's going to make man like precious gold. That when another man sees another man, he going to rejoice and be and be grateful that he sees another man. And women are going to cling to the man so much that he's going to have 4 or 5 women just around him to rebuild, to take it. It's going to be a lot of pressure on the man to rebuild society. This is one of those Kevin Samuel things. It's going to be a lot of pressure on the man to rebuild society, at least that community that he lives in. For my Moorish brothers, if you remember what the prophet said, as far as having the storehouses here, if you know any Moorish storehouses, I haven't seen any Moors say that they had storehouses, maybe house storehouses, but not any warehouses of storehouse, okay, for us in this day and age. I don't know. If you know, please let me know so maybe I can contact them and communicate with them. And also I want to know what the prophet said about the women clinging on to, I don't even have any of my books anymore, but it's all good. But about women who will cling on to the man during these times, okay? If you remember that. I'm paraphrasing. I know it's not real. I think it came out of this. I don't want to say it came out of the Circle 7, but I think it did. Where the prophet had given a letter to the nations of America, telling the Moors what they need to do for this day and age, for this time that America is going to fail us as a government, that the United States will fail us as a government. But anyway, Fed nominees, we have to see if they get nominated. He touched on that, and we'll see what these nominations will do, okay? Because if they jack up rates, that means it's the end. But I don't think that they're going to just jack up rates like what Russia did to 20%. And if they don't jack up the rates, then that's going to show that they don't have any confidence. So they may, 25 basis points, 50 basis points, whatever, we'll see. We still got debt limit on the national debt. And he touched on that. Say he going to, by the end of the year, the national debt is going to be down. Yeah, because you know why? Inflation is going to be up. So they're going to take worthless dollars to pay down the national debt. If they can do it. The Paycheck Act, the PRO Act. Now he's saying that, he wanted to fund the police. So we'll see if the Department of Justice get funded. But the Department of Justice also has a new fraud detection department. Fraud detection department for people who got the PP loans and been robbing people. Universal background for guns. They're going to try to pass that again. I'm telling you, they're coming for the Second Amendment because persecution is coming. And you cannot have firearms if persecution is coming. Okay? But I'm going to touch on that in the upcoming video to tell you about the persecution because I wanted to go in the video about the military aspects of what Russia did, how they did it, and how the beast is going to use those same tactics here. The Full Disclosure Act, we'll see if that get passed. That's basically saying that whoever is given to these politicians, we should know. Okay. Abortion. I don't think they're going to pass this. I hope not. You should be getting to your Congress, calling your senators to get them to not to pass no more abortion sanctity bills where abortion could just run rampant. Okay. We need Roe versus Wade overturned so that we can get this curse off of us. Okay. America needs to get this curse of sin and death off of us. Equality Act, we don't want that passed, though I will have to read it to actually see what the Equality Act is. If it's a redundance of same laws, we will have to see. Okay. He touched on the opioid addiction, which is a good thing. I don't know about that, sending out crack packages or whatever, but maybe somebody who's more astute can tell you on that. But the crackdown on social media is what I am worried about. Because right now, they have a media blackout on information coming from other sides. Okay? People who have been telling the truth. Right? People who have been expounding on the rhetoric and showcasing the propaganda and exposing the lies of videos that they have been putting out for their propaganda. Listen, this is the time of revealing. 2020 was the time of double vision. That means you're seeing clearly now. You should be seeing clearly now. 2022 is triple wisdom. Okay? Soon in 2023, we will be going into wisdom and understanding and the circle of cipher. All these things is a recycle because 0 tells us that it's a recycle of the times. Processing all the way up until we get to 10, and then we'll be into the new age. 2033, we'll be into the age of the kingdom, the millennium. I want you to be prepared. Prayer is the best option. Not only just praying for your family, but praying for the nation, praying for the leaders. But after you pray, you have to get involved. You need to call up your senators. Call your attorney general. You understand? Get to know who your police chief is. Now, you don't have to do all of this. Just pick one lane. Either on the social side of the cross or on the political side of the cross. Okay? Just remember, you need to be shod with peace. Have your feet when you walk. You come with greetings of peace. Blessed are the peacemakers. You understand? You want to make peace with the people around you. And you also want to utilize the kingdom of heaven. The words of Christ. Having the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Alright? Don't think that just because we're going through this tribulation that your voice is not needed. You understand? That the kingdom doesn't need you to continue to work towards its implementation here on the earth. Because that's what we're here for. That's what we are here for. Especially those who have been baptized by the Holy Spirit. Pick a side. If you don't want to be political, don't be political. If you want to be social, be social. You understand? But you have to pick a hand. But don't let one hand know what the other hand is doing. Okay? So if you're going to stick in your social lane, stick in your social lane. If you're going to stick in the political lane, stick in the political lane. And there are 5, 6 different things or 10 different things on both sides that you can pick. Pick one thing and bring it forward for the kingdom of heaven, for the righteousness. Okay? Even if you're calling up your senator and tell them, look, I don't agree with this. You understand? Learning who the candidates are going to be that's coming up. So when you vote, that you vote rightly. Okay? Because this vote that's coming up, I suspect there may be military guarding the vote so that you can vote. So don't be intimidated this year to vote. Okay? We must press on. We must press in. Shalom.